Welcome to Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff today. Today we're going to be talking about chicken Florentine. Got Florentine on the mind. And we're going to do it again. All right. Welcome to Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff today. Today we're going to be talking about chicken farfalle, but we're going to make it our own. Stay tuned. Welcome to Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff today. Today we're going to do one thing and one thing only. We're going to talk about pasta, and we're going to talk about chicken. And what I have here is a chicken dish that's called chicken farfalle. It is made with pasta, cream, a little bit of wine, and of course, you know me, I'm going to make it my own. I'm going to add a few things to it. But first and foremost, I want to talk about this book I have right here. This book is a cookbook that's made by me and Vernon Woods and a lot of residents here and a lot of staff members here, and we all came up with it for Alzheimer's Association. And the recipe I'm doing today is in that book. So if you have some friends or family members that like a copy of it, they can come to Vernon Woods and see us, and we'll be glad to sell you a book for $10. And all proceeds go to Alzheimer's. All right, well, let me go ahead and get started. And what we have here, I have some oil, a little bit of olive oil, seasoned chicken breast here, a little bit of S&P, which we call salt and pepper, and some garlic, chopped fresh garlic, got a little oil in it, and you can see a little bit of shredded Parmesan cheese, some basil, even though basil isn't in the recipe, but that's, you know, like I said, I'm gonna make it my own. Red onion, we're gonna chop up a little red onion, and we have some roasted peppers here. That farfalle recipe calls for all these ingredients except for that, and we got the peppers here. And let me heat up my saucepan. The recipe in the book also calls for farfalle pasta, which some people call bow tie pasta. And today I'm using just a elbow pasta, you know, like one of those things there, elbow pasta in it. And I'm gonna saute off the onion, sear off the chicken. Normally the chicken is grilled, but I'm gonna sear it off in a saucepan with a little bit of oil. And that way all of it will come together. And we can make it where to be proportion size for 6 people, 10 people, 20 people, regardless, you know, and that way people can make it their own. And that's the whole point of it. And you're eating a lot healthier because, you know, you're eating all fresh products, a little bit of dairy, a little bit of vegetables, and some herbs in there, a little bit of garlic. Garlic is always good for you, good for the heart, get that heart rate going, keep your blood vessels flowing with that type of stuff. All right, I'm gonna heat up my saucepan. And it doesn't take long for a pan to heat up. You know, people who've been coming to the show and see me all the time, and people who see me out in the community, they always see me using these things. One of these days that's gonna change. We're gonna change that eventually. And we're gonna be doing grilling off an oven and all that kind of stuff. All right, a little bit of oil in there. Put my gloves on. So I don't want no one in the community to walk up to me, I saw you didn't have your gloves on. Because I have had several people come to me in Publix, wherever I'm at, and let me know. Or if I'm out, you know, participating in an event. All right. As y'all can see, I wish y'all could see this. You see the spices, and what the spices I use is a salt, pepper, almost like a rotisserie seasoning to it, because those have a lot of flavor to it. And when you sear stuff like that off, and you would smell it. You hear that? You're gonna smell it soon. There we go. While that's doing its thing, put another pair of gloves on. And I'm gonna cut up all the product that goes with this, which are two things right now. Once it sears, on one side and get golden brown, or flip it over, it takes about 3 to 5 minutes on that. So like I said, while that's doing its thing, I'm gonna come over here to this saucepan here, which I use. This one is a thin pan, a real thin pan, to make the sauce and to cook the product with. All right, these guys here want to jump all over the place. If you have at home, you probably notice I'm pushing the oil away from the product. The reason why I'm doing that is so when I flip it, it doesn't splash back on me. So that way, you know, it takes precaution. You know, because if I flip it in front of the oil, it's going to splatter everywhere. And then that's more stuff to clean up. All right, a little bit of red onion. You can julienne this onion. You can chop it almost any way you want. You know, if you're a beginner cook, you can just rough cut it and throw it in there. And you may notice I got these peppers roasted and they're in this bag. Reason why I got them in the bag is so they can sweat and I can peel the skin off of them real easily, and that way it works a lot easier for me. Let me move these guys out the way. Your onions hanging out over here with me. How many of y'all like onion out there in your food? Yeah, that's what I thought. I like onion too. I like for mine to be raw or cooked. It doesn't matter. I just like onion. And you can see how I'm peeling the skin off of these. Nothing wrong with the skin. If you like it with the skin on there, that's fine too. But to get the true flavor of a roasted pepper, you peel the skin off of it. And what I did is I roast these in the oven at a 450 degree temperature. So it could, all right, you guys, y'all almost done. Cut you off. And what it did, it roasted the skin of it, and all that flavor from roasting got stuck into the pepper itself. And that way, that flavor from that roasting soaked into that pepper. And you could do a lot with a roasted pepper. You could put it in a salad. You can puree it, make a sauce with it. You see all that moisture in there? You know, peppers carry a lot of water, and the seeds just come out. And most people like to wait and let their pepper cool, then try to peel it. You try to peel it when it's warm, so the skin can come off easily. And with these gloves on, it's not easy. All right. Take one of these dishes here. Clean my mess up. Set you to the side. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna julienne this because I'm gonna julienne my chicken as well. And julienne is just strips, you know, so that way when it comes to eating, it'll make it easier to eat for some people. And you see what I mean by julienne? Strips like that, y'all see that? Cut it into strips. Because the onion itself is kind of like dice cut. You know, some people that cut it smaller than that or smaller. It's called a brunoise. You know, another French word for fine dice. All right, light you back up. And we're gonna take our spatula, put a few onions in there, and in a few minutes they'll be crying. Because anybody have cut onions and they just tear up and cry all the time? I used to do that. When I first worked at Callaway Garden, my chef had me peel a 50-pound bag of onions. And when I got through, they were sitting over there giggling and laughing at me because my eyes are red and I'm just crying and smelling like onion all day. But one thing they taught me, how to peel an onion real fast. Yep. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put my garlic in here. Reason why I'm putting the garlic in there, the garlic adds flavor. And y'all probably can smell that right about now. Can you smell that? Okay. This is what it began to look like. That's one stage of it with the peppers. And now I'm gonna take my pasta, just a little bit of it, saute it in there with it, so that pasta will pick up that flavor. Can y'all see that out there? Can y'all see that? Can you see that? Can y'all smell that? And normally this is done with a farfalle pasta. Now take just a pinch salt and pepper. I like salt and pepper. I don't know what a pinch is. Some people say snidget and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what all that is. But you can find all of this. This is right here just heavy cream. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it reduce in here with the pasta. And then you're probably wondering when I'm gonna add the white wine. I'm gonna add the white wine once it reduces and let that flavor of the wine so slowly cooks in there. And you may notice I didn't use any butter in this product. But you can use butter on this dish if you like. That's up to you. It'll just thicken up this cream that we have here. All right. Let me clear off a spot. Cut a piece of this chicken. And you see what I mean by julienning it? That cut, and you see how moist it is? Doing it that way. And if you really want to be brave, you can julienne your chicken and raw and saute it in there with the peppers, the onions, and the garlic and cook it that way. I chose to sear mine this way so I can lock in some of the flavors of those spices. All right. Now, you see how that has reduced already? Can y'all see that? It's already reduced. Now I'm gonna put just a little bit of this wine in there. Just a little bit. I don't know what a little bit is. Can y'all smell that? Smelling tasty, right? All I need is a piece of garlic bread. Sprinkle in my Parmesan cheese. Take my chicken and add to it. Can y'all see that? See how that look now? Can you see that? We'll walk around a little bit and let people see what it looked like. You see that? You see that, Miss Star? Smell it? You smell that pepper? Can y'all see that? Mr. Bill, can you see that? Smells a little bit of heaven, ain't it? Yeah, yeah, heaven from a pan. Yeah. But like I was saying earlier, you can find this recipe in the cookbook and you can make it your own. Of course, I'm gonna make this dish over again, and I'm gonna add the basil to it. And all proceeds and stuff go to Alzheimer's. Man, dinner time, I can't wait. All right, now we're gonna take a break and we're gonna come right back and we're gonna plate this dish up so you can see a presentation of it, all right? Stay tuned. Welcome back to Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff. Sorry, it took me so long, but what I'm gonna do, like I was saying at the break there, we're gonna plate this dish up. I'm gonna do a presentation with it, and I'm also gonna cook off a little bit of toasted garlic bread for you, slightly toasted. All right, and then I'm gonna make another batch with the basil in it in this pasta, and peel the other pepper as well. So let you guys taste some of it. All right. Get you set right there. Give it a little bit more cream. My pasta now soaked up all my cream. All right, a little bit of tomatoes on here, a little bit of parsley. When my daughter was young, she always asked me, "Daddy, can you eat parsley?" I said, "Yes, you can eat parsley." She said, "What purpose is it for?" I said, "Well, some people use it for a garnish, but some people use it to change the flavor of their palate as things goes on there, you know, when they get ready to eat dessert or something, you know, eating a piece of parsley and drink a cup of coffee and clean your palate, or tea, or almost any kind of beverage." All right, and here is our presentation with just a little bit of garlic bread on there. Cut you off. What do y'all think? Y'all like that? That look good, right?
Very good.
Yeah. Well, we'll get a chance to taste a little bit of that in a minute. In the meantime, we're going to reinvent this dish. I'm going to use the same saute pan, a little bit of oil, a little bit of onion, and this time I'm going to dice up the peppers. So hopefully everybody get a taste of it and get a little bit of the peppers, juicy pepper. A little bit of garlic. A little bit of salt and pepper. A little bit of cream. A little bit of pasta. Okay. Take just a little bit of this basil. You know, I told you I was going to make it my own. Now that looks delicious. Like that. A little bit of Parmesan cheese. Now to take that chicken breast, instead of julienne it this time, I'm going to dice it up and you see the difference in it. And I think more people will like it diced up than julienne. Now to add just a little bit of wine. Can y'all see that? It'll look a lot different. All right. And then I'm going to let everybody taste a little bit of it that's here today. I wish the people out in the TV land can see it and taste it as well, because I'm sure going to eat me some, because I love myself some pasta. But not to forget, the most important thing about the show today is please look at this recipe in the book. We have a cookbook here. It's to support Alzheimer's, and our big event is coming up. Our Alzheimer's Walk is coming up in September the 17th. So please come and participate with us. And if you see me out in the community, ask me about the book, and I'll tell you about it. I even try to sell you one on the spot if I have it. I even go as far as just signing it. So that's not me, but I do it. Stay tuned for next time. See ya.